everyone, this is Onyxangel, and today we are going to talk about directional dyslexia. Some quick facts about directional dyslexia. It's not an actual kind of dyslexia, more of a symptom of other types of dyslexia or different kind of disability altogether. It's also sometimes called spatial or geographic dyslexia, or people who have dyslexia but they feel offended when you use the term directional dyslexia. So another term is directionally challenged. It's distinguished by left-right confusion and a tendency to become disoriented or lost, and it may be related to difficulty remembering sequences or short-time memory deficits. The definition of it, extreme difficulty distinguishing right from left and following a sequence of directions or retracing a path. While it's very real, it's also very frustrating for those affected, like myself. Directional dyslexia is problematic. Those turning right, not left out of the elevator have a dys, which is difficulty, but not with lexia, so like words. A better name for this problem would be something like disorienta. Admittedly, dyslexics are notorious for mixing left and right. One of those know the other right. So there is some comorbidity. Oh god, I said that word wrong. Comorbidity? It means that problems with directions and words often go together. Common threads. Interestingly, a common symptom of dyslexia is difficulty memorizing sequences, and since knowing the directions from A to B is about memorizing a sequence of actions like take a left at the store, right at the school, then left again at the park, it's possible that the problems getting lost are really just a particular example of a problem with sequences of information. Digging deeper, the problem with memorizing sequences may in turn be a result of weak short-term memory, another very common symptom of dyslexia. It simply takes many more repetitions for dyslexics to learn something, especially abstract things like multiplication tables. This may carry over to learning of routes and directions. There aren't formal treatments for directional dyslexia, but there are some strategies that can help. For left-right confusion, you can wear a watch on one of your hands to provide a point of orientation. Some people might do it on the left hand, others might do it on the right hand. I, however, don't wear watches, and here's why: because most of them have stainless steel backs, and it's not covered, or even if it is covered, like once that band gets damaged, then that stainless steel starts touching the skin. And I'm actually allergic to stainless steel jewelry. So therefore, I end up with like this rash on my wrist from wearing a watch that even if I keep it in like one spot and I put something in between it, I will still end up with a rash right there on my wrist that looks like I have a hickey right there. It's horrible. So you can visualize something you always do with the right hand, such as write or shoot a basketball. Like, I'm right-handed, so that's one of the ways that I remember things. But if I'm telling you, okay, you need to, the bathroom is on the left, it might be on my left, but on your right, and my brain doesn't exactly put those together, if that makes sense. So I have to be literally standing in the direction that you are and be like, okay, and think, what hand do I write with? The index and thumb of the left hand can actually form an L when held in front of the face. That's another way. So I might hold my hands up like that. That tells. You don't know it, but sometimes I actually have to do that in my videos. If I'm telling you something's on the right hand side of the screen, I had to take a moment to think, okay, which hand do I write with? Okay, so it's on the same side that I write with, so I have to do that. I actually had to re-record a video because I realized after I got done recording it that I said it was on the left. So yeah, that's actually a huge problem for me. If you have poor sense of direction, writing down the steps to your destination and trying to memorize them, trying to walk the journey in your mind in both directions while describing the route out loud might help. So you could be like, I will walk toward our corner store, then turn right at the first intersection where the statue is. I can see the bronze bust. Studying maps. nope, not for me. I can't look. I don't understand maps, so I'm like, I look at them, it's like, nope, honey, you read them, and hand them over to my husband. But dyslexics are often superior visual learners, so understanding the directions visually may be the key for you. Asking for directions when you really need them, or purchasing a dedicated GPS for your car. And most cell phones, well, smartphones, actually have GPS capabilities to it, so keep that in mind as well, because me, I just open up Google Maps and I enter an address and it tells me. With a family or a friend, you know, that can help as well. And in worst case scenario, leave breadcrumbs. For me, I remember landmarks more than anything. Like, I might be like, okay, there's a light there, and at this light, I, turn at the 7-Eleven, but I have to turn towards the 7-Eleven. And it might take me a moment to be like, oh wait, that's on the same side as the hand I write with. And then remembering that. Being told just go back the same way, or I'm sure you will find your way, can be very terrifying to someone with a very weak sense of direction. I'm also horrible. I do not know. If people tell me, oh yeah, you can go west, it's like, which way's west? I'm even more horrible at that. Like, I cannot stand if you tell me to go, like, east or west. It's like, I don't know which way that is. It's so frustrating, and it's scary, and really, actually, that's one of the things that can trigger my anxiety is getting lost. Getting lost can be funny or even educational, but usually it's not. Like, now I can laugh at some of the things that I've done in the past. But if I'm lost now, joking about it is only going to irritate me. Keep that in mind if when you discover that a friend or family member is directionally challenged. There are many cognitive challenges associated, including like ADHD or dysgraphia. For example, following sequences such as directions is another common difficulty. Why exactly so many cognitive abilities are tied together remains a mystery. Although, as we have noted, there are linkages between short-term memory deficits and problems with sequences of information. Tying some of these together, neuroscience may one day illuminate exactly why some people may have problems with direction than others. But until then, extra planning and prudent use of technology can help all of us get from A to B successfully. If y'all have anything else that y'all might like me to do for my mental health vlog in the future, let me know. Feel free. You can ask any questions. I'm more than willing to help answer those questions, especially, if there's something that I missed on the directional dyslexia that you may have liked me to cover more. Let me know, and I will be more than happy to, talk about that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something from it. Feel free to share it if you liked the video. Also, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to do the mental health vlogs like at least once a week, so like every Monday. If I miss a video here or there, my apologies. I'm trying to be very vigilant about it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.